Hi, I'm Abby, and this is the story about me. If you see me looking over here, I'm just looking at my script. So I was born in 2003 to Jennifer and Mark Toomey, and I also have an older brother named Blake, and he is 2 years older than I am. And the biggest part of my life, and really what has made me become the person that I am, I was born with a physical disability called hereditary spastic paraplegia. It's basically the same thing as cerebral palsy, how it affects the gait. The only thing that's different is that it is obviously hereditary, meaning genetic, and it progresses over time. Luckily, in 2019, I had a surgery that completely changed my life. Before then, I couldn't walk independently. I do depend on others just to be able to walk. So since then, these past 6 years, my life has completely turned around, and I have just blossomed into this awesome person that I love so much, which is very important to love yourself. If I were to describe anything to my younger self, I would tell myself to explore who I am and not let my parents tell me who I should be. Because of my disability, my parents have treated me very delicately and never taken me extremely serious. So I wish in my younger years I would have kind of fought against that and really showed my parents who I was. And I would also tell myself that there's no such thing as being normal. We are all different in our own unique way, but that's what makes us all normal together. If I were to describe anything to my future self, I would tell myself that being honest with my family members is not always the right thing to do. In the past years, I have been honest with my mother about my sexual experiences, and I have realized that she kind of views me as a different person. In the different person part, and that's because before the surgery, I was extremely delicate, always to myself, and finally becoming independent, I, of course, began to get into romantic relationships, and of course with that, you want to have sexual intercourse, and I never told her. She asked, and I'm a very honest person, so I would tell her. So because of that, she kind of views me as like, oh my god, she's gonna sleep with every guy that she talks to, which is totally not the case. So some things you just have to keep to yourself. Another thing that I would tell my future self is that my parents' opinion on what I do with my life sexually does not matter. The only person's opinion that matters is mine. If I know that I am doing something wrong, then I'm doing something wrong. It's my life, and no one should control that. Aside from the opinion that my mother has of me, a really big struggle that I have had, a lot of my peers have asked me, can you even have sex because of my disability? The first time that I was asked this question, I was in absolute disbelief. I couldn't believe that someone thought of me as that irregular as the question sounds. With that being said, I want to continue to prove to myself that I am as normal as everyone else. And like I said earlier, we are all normal because we are all different. And in my current dynamic, I wouldn't change anything about my life. I love the person I am. I love the things that I have experienced. But I would like to change just people holding me back from reaching my full potential.